Hey, hello, how you doing today?
Hi, how you doing? This is Mr. Mike. I'm trying to reach Dazzle.
Oh, I'm Dazzle. What's up? What can I help you with?
I got a party to say that you do readings, right? I got this situation. This bitch of mine, she been ghosting me, and then she come answer the door, running at it with my man walking out the door, talking about what's up to me.
What?
How about that shit?
All right, well, we're gonna do a reading on that because that sounds bad.
And
um,
then she told me that they ain't do nothing. She
they ain't do
lying, ain't she?
nothing.
She lying, ain't she?
Well, we're gonna figure it out. I'm about to pull out
Well,
these
we gonna figure
cards.
it out. I'm about to
Let's get into
pull
it.
out these
All
cards.
right.
Let's get
So
into
sit
it.
still. Let
All
me
right.
shuffle my deck, and we're
So
gonna
sit
figure it out.
still. Let me shuffle my deck, and we're gonna figure it out.
Girl, hello, girl. We're back again. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you gotta do is go into the description box and everything is down there. Now, everything I do here is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only until modern science comes up with a mathematical equation that metaphysical science is actually a valid form of science and all tools of divination are valid tools of science. So, let's get back into this. So, we didn't win over. They're not equally yoked. There's turbulence. We've been over so much. Yes, Jennifer was sexually assaulted. But however, Kenneth Petty, family and friends got into an uproar about it. They wanted to shield him. They wanted to force Jennifer to recant things like that. And come to find out through tarot, we've learned that Kenneth is in fact, y'all can watch the other videos, is in fact someone who is a repeat offender of SA. And one of his friends that was harassing and stalking and threatening Jennifer in her foster parents' life, he found out after his sister passed that Kenneth actually SA'd his sister. Ain't that crazy? But yet, we are in the year of exposure in all things. Because at one point, we was living in the upside down world. Right was wrong and wrong was right. And people got away with creating false narratives. Now, everything is coming to the light by way of Ken Petty's interrogation tape. And we can see the lies. And then we can see everything clearly. So now the barbs and those who are in support, they would do a few things. Either they believe it and they have a distaste for it. They try to explain it away, create conspiracy theories about it, or they don't give a fuck. But what I really want to know, and I'm gonna use the Tarot of Wonderland, because I really want to know, because it baffles me. And a lot of times, because I'm an intuitive reader and I do tarot readings, and then when it's not what people want to hear, I get pushback. It baffles me. Because a lot of times I just say common sense and stuff like that. And I be trying to figure out, like, what is going on here? Like, I feel gaslit. Like, I've been being gaslit the whole time that I've been on YouTube. So I'm like, when this stuff was happening, everybody wanted to discredit her. Oh, she wants money. But the whole time I'm like, well, if she wants money for her pain, why not? Why the hell not? She should get some money. if a big time celebrity is harassing her and trying to coerce her into recanting and talking about something, I'm gonna pay you for this, that, and the third, and then you have your abuser and his friends calling you and things like that, shouldn't you get some type of financial gain? I mean, I'm just asking, what's the problem with that? There is no problem with that. Matter of fact, do whatever you need to do. But for the fans, this is going to be for the fans. Now, I really want to know, because sometimes I feel like I'm stepping into the twilight zone. It's like previously you were sitting there with pitchforks and trying to nail her to the cross and call her a liar. Now it's, what does it matter? It's so old. We just need to get over it. He served his time. Why is it like that? Why y'all? And then with R. Kelly case and everybody else, Andre Kelly can't even live whatever R. Kelly did down. Y'all make sure she's held accountable. Why is it that y'all don't want to hold Nicki Minaj accountable for going on Queen Radio and calling this lady a white woman, saying that Kenneth Petty was 14 and they was in a relationship and he was up in that interrogation room by himself? Everything else like that. Like, is idol worship that bad that you guys lose your humanity? Like, where's the humanity? Where's the empathy? Like, it baffles me. And my brain ain't set up like that. I've never been a follower. I've never been a groupie. I've never worshipped anybody. I've never been a stan of anybody. I don't want to be. It's just not my nature. I tried to be, but I can't because I have my own mind. And anybody who is a stan of anyone don't have their own mind. Because if you can't separate the individual from the art, and you can't say, well, I like the music, but I don't like this, that, and the third, then there's a problem. So I want to get into the mind of these stans and of these people who are trying to downplay Jennifer's story. And mind you, I'm talking about Kenneth Petty and his victim. Why are they trying to be so dismissive? What is going on? Like, I'm very scared to do this reading because, you know what, I be giving up on humanity. But, you know, this age, 2024, has me having hope in humanity, because when things come out the light and you really see what's really going on, then, you know, a lot of people wake up, right? So I got a little hope, but to be honest, when I see comments like that, I don't have hope for them people. I really just don't. I don't understand. And I'm asking my guys, I'm asking God and my guys, what is the issue with saying, okay, this man sexually assaulted somebody. Not only that, this man has been in prison for manslaughter as well. So he killed someone. He has been in gangs, all these other things. My favorite rapper decided to marry, to be with him and to have a child with him and to make a family with him. That's her choice and her business. However, because we notice it is a little off. And the fact that she went on Queen Radio and lied on this victim and re-victimized this victim, she's a little off for that. But I like her music and I like her art. Why is that hard to say? That's what I want to know. What is going on in the minds of these barbs when it comes to Kenneth Petty and Nicki? 1, 2, 3. How can you see but not see? Hear but not hear? Feel but not feel? What's going on? The Three of Swords. Coping. Heartbreak. Betrayal. Distance. Separation. You know what? They know Kenneth Petty did it. Are they upset that Nicki Minaj chose him? Yes, they are. The first card, that strong card that comes out, is the Three of Swords. Betrayal. You lied to us, Nicki. You said this, that, and the third, and we rolled for you. And then guess what? We agreed with you. So now when the real things start trickling down, you know what we do? We separate ourselves. We become distant. You're on planet Earth and I'm on Mars, bitch. When it comes to me speaking on that, right? As in, like, I was so gun-ho at first. Now it's, why are we even talking about this? And why are we doing that? And why are we doing this? Yeah, because you know you was wrong, but you'll never admit it. But this is what this is. The Three of Swords. Everything about the Three of Swords is how her barbs really feel. But then they think she's famous and she has all this money and she's living comfortably. It's about the money. People worship people with money. The Ten of Pentacles talks about straight up money. So you're worshiping someone with money. It's not the person. It's not. It's what they have. It's their career. It's their money that they're worshiping. Because it's not her. They don't even know her. They're worshiping the picture. You see all these pictures? Even though this can be the peak of stability, security, and wealth, they're worshiping the peak of stability, security, and wealth. That's what they are worshiping. That's the idolization of it. She gets to live her big dream. She's on stage and she's rapping to us. And look at her and look at the money she has and look at the family. That's how they feel. Then the Nine of Cups. She's a lucky. She's a star, but she cries in her lonely heart thinking, yeah, they feel like she's so fortunate and she's so lucky. That's what they're doing. However, they have been manipulated by the Magician in the reverse, child. The manipulation is real, a trickster spirit. Now, I'm going to tell you how manipulation works. You know how motherfuckers talk shit about people being hoes and everything else like that, and then you find out they're a hoe. Oh, you shouldn't like them because so and such, but they've been doing such and such. Oh, Santeria, so Santeria. But girl, you from Trinidad doing spiritual work. Girl, manipulation is real. They have been manipulated by the ambiance, by the look, by the artistry. They have been honestly manipulated. And then the whole time, this Ten of Pentacles talks about the fact that the vloggers and bloggers who defend her the most and do that stan culture stuff, they're in it for money. Sad but true. They know. And I feel so bad because how can you idolize and worship? You know what? God don't do that. God is never a liar. And if you read close enough, you will understand that God doesn't lie. And God will set things in place that when the archetype of Satan fooled with Adam and Eve, he made sure that he was not made out to be a liar. Because technically, the serpent put something that God hates in something that God loves. And was like, well, how you like him now? So what God had to do was do things in a way where, you know what, we're going to correct this sin because I highly despise sin, but I love man. So that kicked off everything in the Bible. That kicked off Jesus coming and everything else in the Bible. But over here, what happened was, and I'm only saying this because it's similar, the exposing is showing you what you hate into something that you love. And it's very funny how most of these people will ignore the obvious of what they hate because they covet the fame, the money, and things like that, which makes them ungodly anyway, by church standards, by religious standards. Yeah, it does. I hope that makes sense, because that's what that is. Sorry, not sorry, that's what that is. And it's been manipulated. They have been manipulated. And to be honest, I feel like based on that Three of Swords and that Magician in the reverse, they're hurt by it, but they won't admit it. Because who wants to admit that I'm going to just be honest, I'm going to keep it, that's their God. And they've been worshiping a God that's okay with sexual assaults. They've been worshiping the God that's okay with harassing a witness. That's their God. Like, also, I am not lying. On some real shit. Are the stands of Nicki Minaj worshiping her? I'm talking about idol worship. One, false idol worship. Because, see, your idol has been seen as being flawed about something egregious. 1, 2, 3. Coins. Superstition. You got 10 cent and a penny. You got 10 cent on heads and a penny on tails. Have they been worshiping that woman? Yes. But if we're looking at flip sides, they're seeing the flip side of who she represents in a way and who she married. But they're going to keep moving forward. But they find no achievements in their interpersonal life by taking up for this man and woman. There's no clarity, because crystals do clarity, meditation, things like that. There's none of that happening. There's none of that. They know. Non-stop. Isn't it crazy that they know? That's scary. That means you would know someone. Like your neighbor could have been viciously attacked. And you know the person who did it. But you're going to look past it and call your neighbor a liar. Even though you know that that person did it. And you're still going to hang out with that person. That's very scary. That is a lack of humanity, child. You know, imagine if you hung out with a group of people and one of the people in your said group essayed a minor. And that minor is one of the people in that said group's child. Can you imagine that you just be like, you know what? Your child is lying. Even though the evidence is there. That's sick. It's so unhumane. The same thing her mama did. Now let's talk about. Oh God, that's gonna be another video. No, it's not. Real quick, did Nicki Minaj? Because I feel like I might as well just say it. I mean, you ain't gotta say allegedly if he got convicted for it. You don't have to. What you gonna do? Get sued because he got convicted for attempted essay? Attempted did it. The shit sounds too similar to me. You did a plea deal. That means that yeah. It doesn't mean that they didn't want to prosecute you. It means that you didn't want to go through the motions to be found guilty. Duh. So I want to ask this question. My last question is, are the Barbs going to eventually tell the truth? Eventually. Even though they won't, because right now I'd rather say that the victim is lying than to say I back a rapist and a rape apologist. You know, that's what they fans is on. Are they just gonna outright and say, yeah, he did it? 1, 2, 3. Are they ever gonna say that? 5 of Pentacles, no, because they feel like if they do, they're gonna be shunned by their little Barb community, but the shit gonna hit the fan with this tower and they can't sit there and deny it no more. So then they're gonna have to listen and be vigilant. You know, the Page of Swords. They want to know the truth. They're gonna look into it. You know, whatever the case may be. And Kenneth Petty is going to have to cheat on Nicki, and Nicki stop talking to him in order for them to finally admit that he's a rapist. That's all it is. But that's what I got for y'all. I don't know how I did on all that, but look, I did enough. And then the next time, I guess I'll be doing a reaction video on the interrogation. So I love y'all for real. Peace, peace, peace. And check me out later. Love